I can never forget his face when I asked him to open our relationship. I haven't slept for 4 days thinking about this. My husband flushed our wedding rings down the toilet after I asked him to open our relationship. While I was getting my psychology degree, I studied different theories about sexual behavior and how we could explain its diverse manifestations, especially those not considered socially appropriate. What we consider a standard romantic and/or sexual relationship today is quite different from what it was 50 or 100 years ago. An example of this dynamic is how, in the 1920s, and even a few decades later, romance and sex were not seen as separate things. It was expected in most parts of the world that one would have only developed sexual interests after marriage and exclusively with that person. The only types of sexual encounters outside of marriage were affairs, relationships with sex workers, or illegitimate relationships, and sometimes all of the above at once. Today, it's common to have purely sexual relationships without being marginalized or labeled as a degenerate. Some might say this is the result of hookup culture, often driven by dating apps where it's easy to find a sexual partner but ironically difficult to find a romantic one. All of this may seem like a random information dump on Reddit.